Calvin Klein has a new recruit, 12-year-old Stranger Things actress Millie Bobby Brown. The young star is the face of Calvin Klein's latest campaign. It's causing quite a stir.
Critics have concerns that the young actress is being exploited and sexualised, but Millie isn't the first young star, of course, to front a fashion brand. She certainly won't be the last. To discuss her advertising experts, Jane Currow and Dan Gregory. Good morning to you both.
Morning.
Now, from what we've seen so far of the images, I mean, they're not sexualised, they're not sexy as such. Is 12 too young to star in a global fashion campaign for an adult brand nonetheless?
Well, seeing as I'll be 60 in June, I do feel like they're not really aiming their genes at me. And that is kind of like the weird thing. These are for adult women and they use a 12-year-old. The androgyny of the model is the thing that really stands out for me. There's an awful lot about fashion that seems to like boyish-looking girls and girlish-looking boys. Now, she's 12. She's not going to be boyish-looking for all that much longer. Not unless, unfortunately, she starts to restrict what she eats. You know, she starts to do that awful thing where models try to keep themselves not developing secondary sexual characteristics that women get. Tits and bums, to be frank with you. And so that's the problem more for me than sexualisation, which I don't think is present in this campaign at all. But
you think it's exploitation or potential exploitation?
Well, partly that, but I think most profoundly it's saying to normal women, your body is gross and unacceptable and not fashionable and not ever going to be as cool as how you looked when you were 12.
So once you've got hair and curves, you're no longer...
You're past it.
Sounds awful, doesn't
You're past it.
You've got hair, Dan. Beautiful hair.
And curves.
Thank you, Andrew.
I wasn't going to mention the curves.
Seriously.
The curves too, I'm proud of them.
But look, I think what they're doing is they're carrying some of the baggage of some of their earlier campaigns. So if you think about, you know, the Brooke Shields ad from 1980. Now, at the time, she was 15, and it was quite a sexualised image. Now, at the time, I was an 11 or 12-year-old boy, and I was quite OK with that, which was legal at the time.
You'd seen the Blue Lagoon.
Yeah, but... And then if you think about the more recent campaign that was done by Steve Meisel, and that was in 1995, what they did was they cast of-age actors, but they cast them because they looked underage, and it was very sexualised. So I think that, you know, they're carrying some of the baggage of where the brand has been in the past, and people are saying, well, hang on, why are we putting a 12-year-old in the ad? I think it's Jane rightly says it's about adults.
Yeah, so will this sell jeans? Because they're not the market, right? Most of them, unless you're a star, if you're 12 or 15, you can't afford Calvin Klein.
But I think that's the long goal, though. What they're trying to do is to win over the next generation and get them to buy into the brand early.
It's about being cool.
Do you think there's also some method in creating this controversy?
Oh, yes, of course.
You know, because we're all talking about it.
Of course, and when they did the Brooke Shields ad all those years ago, because it wasn't just the way she looked, it was what she said. She said, what comes between me and my Calvins? Then she giggled and said, nothing. So we were much more...
No pants.
Guess what? No knickers on. That was the
So they've steered clear of the sexualisation in this campaign.
But they've tipped their hat to that campaign in a way that fits into the current, you know, way we are now, which is more puritanical. Andrew's still getting over Brooke Shields.
Oh, no, I'm getting over Dan looking at me going, no pants. I'll never forget that.
He's right back to being 15 again.
Sorry, Jane.
Sorry. 11 when he saw that campaign the first time. Dan and Jane, thank you so much.
Design that excites the eye. Experience